Oof, I need to breathe here because we're talking big dubs. This is blue chip Billy back at it again. And guess what? This one ain't even a 2023 commit. This is a 2024 commit. Blue chip Billy got his guy. He got Myles Graham, the 4-star linebacker. And I don't know if this is a name that sounds familiar to you or not, but maybe the last name rings a bell. Myles Graham. Maybe you know his dad. If you're a Gators fan, maybe you know his dad because his dad, Earnest Graham, Florida Gators running back, the 4th all-time leading rusher for the University of Florida. His dad, Earnest Graham, is a Florida Gator legend. Myles Graham is a 4-star linebacker. And I got some juice on Myles Graham. I'll wait a couple minutes. I'll let people file in. I'll let them get a little excited. I'll let them do their thing. I'll let them talk and talk and talk. But Myles Graham is a Florida Gator. And this one is great because it's one that kind of sprung up late, but all right, Chris, you said you got to do it, so you got to do it, big dog. I'm sorry, you said you had to do it, so it's your time. I remember the message yesterday. You got to do it, dog. Sorry, I don't agree to things you ain't ready to back up. So Florida got Myles Graham, which, by the way, actually, before we even talk much about Myles specifically, and I'm going to talk about this during the week as well because I think it's insane that it's not talked about enough. William Peagler, the Florida Gators tight end coach, y'all need to put some respect on his name because you guys, I get it. Florida Gators not getting many tight ends. You know why? They haven't been pursuing many tight ends. That's just what it is. They haven't been pursuing many tight ends because they've got so much talent and depth at the position as well and youth at the position. So they haven't been pursuing tight ends. But you know what they did? They went and got arguably the most versatile recruiter in college football in William Peagler, who, you know, he was running backs coach with Michigan State. He got Kenneth Walker to transfer over. Gavin Dijon hasn't announced a commitment date yet. But William Peagler got Kenneth Walker to come over to Michigan State, and he dominated. William Peagler has been at least a secondary recruiter on so many of these Florida Gators late targets that they were finalists for, and so many of these recruits that they're actually getting. So, I mean, I think this is something where, you know, William Peagler needs more respect than he's been getting. But I do have, like I said, I got some juice on Myles Graham, but let's just look into it real quick. Myles Graham, 97-12 rating, 4-star linebacker. He is the number, depending on where you look at, number 2 linebacker, number 4 linebacker. I happen to know that one of the few Big Ten schools that missed out on Myles Graham had him as a top 5 linebacker in the country. He was the number 5 linebacker on their board. But this is a fantastic start to the 2024 class. Like a 97 as your first commit, a 4-star. Billy continuing the blue chip Billy name. He's continuing to do it. He did it again. This is a legacy player. Like I mentioned, Earnest Graham is his father, who you all should know, probably 4th leading career rusher with the Florida Gators. Is Shake Money in here yet? Is Shake in here? Sorry, I'm just checking real quick to see if Shake Money's here because I don't see him yet, but hey, we might. But yeah, so Billy continues this. Earnest Graham, 4th leading rusher for his career with the University of Florida. Then he went on to have an 8-year career with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, 24/7, very high on Myles Graham. Pretty much everybody is very high on Myles Graham. 52nd player nationally, according to 24/7, second linebacker in the country. And I mean, we got enough people here right now where I can talk about the juice that I got a little bit. I got two little tidbits to talk about here. Sorry, yeah, Shake. I think the notification didn't happen because I went live instantly, and it's like it's not going to give you a lead up if I go live like right away. I think it only does it if I set it at like 1:15 would have been when I would have to have set the notification, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to make people wait till 1:15 for something that happened at 1:00 or like 1:03 or whenever it happened. But so yeah, the inside information that I have, and I'm going to read it. You can see I'm reading it off here just because I want to make sure I don't get it wrong. Different Power 5 school early this morning, like I said, a Big Ten school, that they stopped pursuing Myles Graham They stopped pursuing Myles Graham because, and I quote, Florida seems to have taken a substantial lead. And so they felt they couldn't overcome it. This is like NCAA. This is NCAA 14. When you see the rankings, you're like, I can't overcome a 1375 point drop there. And so that's kind of what we're talking about here, where Myles Graham, I mean, the other schools stopped pursuing him. I also have information that they had him as a linebacker 5 in the country. It's big that Florida is doing this. And also, can we take a second to talk about how Florida got a linebacker immediately? And it's like, that's the thing that we'd all been saying Florida needs help on. So, like, you know what, 2024, that's what we're locking down first. And they got Myles Graham, which is fantastic to have him on board. Yeah, it's wild that Myles Graham is going to be a Florida Gator. Woodward Academy out of Georgia, but again, he's a Gator legacy. But that doesn't take anything away from this ad. It's over. Auburn, Ohio State was also going for him. Michigan State was going for him. I'm trying to think who else was going for Myles. And because I know that he had like a final 7 that quickly became a final 5 over. Okay, I got it. Alabama Crimson Tide, Ohio State Buckeyes, Auburn Tigers, Texas A&M Aggies. I know the Baylor Bears were also in on him, which is big because I know the Bears linebackers, for some reason, they just always have good linebackers down in Baylor. I don't know what it is, but they always do that. And we're about to talk more about this commit and more about the more recent commits. But I got to do this, and I'm sorry, I hate to do it to you, but I've got to do it. As the sun comes out and small businesses are back in business, LinkedIn Jobs makes it easier for you to grow your team. LinkedIn Jobs helps you find the people that you want to interview faster and for free. And if you've never used LinkedIn Jobs, I highly, highly recommend it because I have used it and it helped me get a job before Locked On. But now I like this one a lot more. I'm going to let you know that now. Just going to be completely honest with you. LinkedIn Jobs is #1 in delivering quality hires versus leading competitors, partially because of simple tools like screening questions. It makes it easier for you to decide who you want to interview and potentially hire later on down the road. You can post your job for free at linkedin.com/lockedoncollege. That's linkedin.com/lockedoncollege. Post your job for free. Terms and conditions apply. And once more, if you think the Florida Gators are going to win more than 7 games, bet the over. If you think they're going to win less than 7 games, bet the under. If you think they're going to win exactly 7 games, you're a wizard, Harry. But also choose either the over or under, whichever you think is more likely, and 7 will be a push to get you your money back. So there's that, but I don't know if you want to do that. Ties and betting suck, right? BetOnline is your #1 source for all of your betting needs and sports information. Keep going on in the chats. I'll get back to you. I've been using BetOnline for years. It's got football, baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, tennis, darts, table tennis, cricket, polo. I'm pretty sure you can bet on everything. You can bet on financials or the economy, whatever, politics, who's going to win the Brazilian presidential election. If you want to do that, I think that's in October this year. You could bet on who aliens are going to invade first if they invade anyone. So there's that. Might as well though. Also, I mean, it's 2022. Anything could happen at this point. Check out BetOnline. It's where the game starts. Now, getting back into all this information. This is big, like I mentioned. Florida, by the way, instantly now has the number 13 ranked 2024 recruiting class, landing right behind Ohio State, who they beat out for Myles Graham, and right ahead of Miami and Michigan State, who they also beat Michigan State for Myles Graham. So they did that. This is the first commit of 2024, but just know that the Gators have been incredibly active in this 2024 recruiting class, and they've been active in the 2025 recruiting class as well. We'll take a deeper look at this also, but I just want to point out I got 4 names for you guys to recognize that could be Gators. 2 of them are quarterbacks. First up is Derek DJ Lagway, which we're all kind of expecting not to be a Gator, but we were all kind of expecting him to be, or expecting Florida to be in play for him. He is still open, and he's openly loved the attention from the staff. He's been tweeting like, I can get used to this Florida vibe. So DJ Lagway, he's also said like they've made it clear they're prioritizing me at quarterback. There's another quarterback to keep an eye on in the recently reclassified Davie Belfort, who is a 2025 kid, now a 2024 quarterback. And I can confirm that Florida did reaffirm their offer to Davie Belfort when he reclassified the 2024. And they were one of the coaching staffs that were that were still pushing him and that told him like, hey, you should reclassify the 2024. So there's that with Davie Belfort. Edge rusher Elijah Rushing is one of the highest ranked commits in the 2024 class, or one of the highest ranked recruits in the 2024 class. In fact, I'll see if I can. I'll try to pull that up right now. But yeah, so Elijah Rushing is someone that we should definitely be keeping an eye on, also because his brother is freshman defensive back for Florida, Cruz Rushing. Elijah Rushing, well, I'm just going to search the name here, is the number 16 recruit on 24/7, 9903 rating, which would easily make him the highest ranked Florida Gator. So there's that, which is fantastic. And I believe even Myles Graham, Myles Graham is currently ranked higher than any Florida Gator commit for 2023. Of course, he's a 2024 kid, but that's something that's important to keep in mind, especially adding a linebacker at a high impact position that you need in this defense. That's big. And then there's also defensive lineman Kendall Jackson is someone that Florida's been recruiting, and he's been kind of reciprocating that love. So keep an eye on that. And then we're about to get through this. I'm about to go through the chat now. So I'll talk about the chat, and then we'll talk about whatever. We could sit and chat and hang out for a little bit. If y'all want to do that, whatever you want, we can do. Sorry, hold on. I'm just reading this real quick. Yeah, I mean, Zach Goodall just put it best. Florida has really two needs right now: Cormani McClain and a blue chip offensive tackle, which I'm hoping will happen. I hope Monroe Freeling will become a Florida Gator. We'll see, but yeah, okay. Now let's look through the chat. So you think we can get another surprise commit today after this one? I don't want to say we will get a surprise commit, because then it wouldn't be a surprise. But I have been told that a third commit today is possible. I'm not saying it's likely or not likely, but I have been told, like, hey, don't be shocked if there's a third commit today. In which case, I'd probably lean someone like Dijon Johnson making that commitment. I don't think there's anybody else that's really pressing to make the commitment right now. So maybe Dijon Johnson's that guy. So yeah, there's that. I wouldn't say I'm expecting one, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is another one, or if there isn't another one. Dang, this staff is going hard. Yeah, this staff is like, and I'll say this too. One of the same sources from a Big Ten school was like, hey, like we saw what Billy Napier's reports look like for high school recruiting and high school commitments. And he's like, most coaches put like 2 sentences. He's like, Billy Napier writes like a full NFL scouting report for these kids. So yeah, this coaching staff does go hard. Recruiting is what they do, baby. It's what they do. Does anyone know when Dijon? We talked about that one already. Napier be moonwalking into a recruit's crib. He should be at this point. He should just roll up and just hit a little flick right there. I don't care. It could be whatever you want it to be. It could be a toothpick. I don't care. But he just hit the flick, and he's like, "Hey, come on." I said it months ago, by the way. I was like, Billy Napier, Lil Wayne with that lighter flick. Billy Napier is doing that right now with recruiting, and look at that. Look at that. He's on it now. Whole bunch of Dijon Johnson. What's even better with this linebacker? We got him out of Florida. Yes, sir. I just hope we haven't overcorrected. No, I mean, there's no such thing. Honestly, there's not with this defensive, like how often they're going to rotate and all the people that they're going to need. It's not overcorrecting. It's a fantastic ad here. Right from under UGA's nose. Yes, sir. Let's see. Oh, sorry. A message came in and it screwed me up. Napier is less than 1 calendar year. Florida's to recruiting. Yep, exactly, Matthew. Yep. In-state has sucked for Florida, and IMG has sucked for Florida, and he's corrected those swiftly. So there's that. Collins and Denson are going to visit Bama. Look, Adrian, here's the thing. Kelby Collins is visiting Bama because his dad is a hardcore Bama fan and wants him to go to Bama. I would not expect a commitment. Sharif Denson, maybe. I'm more worried about Sharif Denson than Kelby Collins. Because if I'm not mistaken, when Sharif Denson committed to Florida, he didn't have a Bama offer. So I'd be more worried about that. So yeah, there's sorry, just people talking about Florida, fun things. So I'd be more worried about Sharif Denson than Kelby Collins, but I'm not worried about Kelby Collins at all. If I'm being honest, Shake, because you have buy Built Bars. Ooh, Shake, let me know what's your favorite Built Bar, because and also I'll say I'm more of a Built Puff guy, but I mess with Built Bars as well. I've got a sweet tooth. That marshmallow really helps me, man. I sounded to Kelby Collins. I didn't think Saban's backyard. He sure did. I love this stuff. Me too, baby. And guess what? It's just going to keep getting better. Recruiting is great. They do know how to use all this talent. This coaching staff is not adding players that they don't know how to use. Like, that's why they're like, we don't care about 5 stars. We don't care about what your ranking is. Like, we're going to get great players, but we're also getting players that we're going to know how to use and know how to utilize. And like, we've seen it before with, I believe it was Shamar James was like, look, one of the things that sold me on Florida was Patrick Toney sat down with me and he told me about what his game plan is for me for years as how he plans on using me. Like, this is not a coaching staff that takes this stuff lightly. So don't ever think that, because they're doing it. I'm letting you know that. Let's see. Matthew, that battle was won. Bama's going to do everything. Yep, they will try to flip Kelby. I don't think it happens, though. Great defensive haul. Yep. Cormani McClain. Need O-line. Yes, Jason. Yep. Still want a linebacker or O-line, like 2 more, then 1 more running back. Yeah, Alex, I think the focus for 2023 from here on out has to be adding at least 1 more linebacker, adding at least 2 more offensive linemen, and then you've got 2 other spots that you can fit in that, that 25 scholarship limit. And it's like, I think that Florida will make space for Cormani if those spots fill up. But I think Cormani should be one of them, and that leaves 1 more, could be Dijon. And I also think if Dijon and Cormani both commit to Florida, then Sharif is likely going to jump to Bama, because it's like, well, I'm wanted, and there's not 6 corner commits. So yeah, Myles Graham is hella fast. He is hella fast. Billy Napier's our 5-star. Yup, you're damn right, Ronnie. Dan Mullen's problem is that he thought he was such a good coach that he could turn 3 stars into 4 stars. Dan Mullen's problem is that he was kind of a bum towards the end there. He could not get his head out of his own. You know what I'm saying? We're kicking Bama and UGA's butt. Yup. Loving the channel, my dude. Go get it. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you coming in. Appreciate all of you for liking, subscribing, doing all that, joining the Discord. That the link is down below in the description. If you want to do that, that's fun. We're going to keep talking there. I see some more messages in the chat. Love you. We're going to get to it. Saban, Kirby, Jimbo, and the SEC East have been put. Yep, exactly. Yep. I'm going to call you Eli. Eli Yawa Hamashi. I'm calling you Eli if you're okay with that, just because I don't want to screw up your actual name. I know Florida State fans are pissed that Napier in his first program in Power 5 is just something on Florida State. Who cares about Florida State? Florida State fans shouldn't be pissed about Billy. They should be pissed about Mike Norvell sucking. It's as simple as that. That's what they should be upset about. Kelby was in the Gators breakdown chat and said he was all in on the Gators. Hope he wasn't trolling. I can tell you that. That's cool though. That Kelby Collins was in that chat. That's really cool. I didn't know that. Like I said, I was not home yesterday, but that's cool that he was in the chat. Scare money don't make money. You damn right, Ronnie. I can see Kelby's dad wasn't that happy. Yeah, no, I told you. I was told Kelby, the only reason Kelby is even considering Bama is because his dad. But again, Florida's used to pissing off parents with their commitments, aren't they? So who cares at the end of the day? Yep, throw some thumbs. Go Gators. Thank you very much. I'm getting like fat tongued over here talking so much. FSU fans are very pissed. They're falling apart. Good. Hate them. Some O-line targets to look out for. I'm telling you, on the offensive line, like Monroe Freeling is the guy that I want. Monroe Freeling is the offensive lineman that I want. If Lucas Simmons decommits from Florida State, which is like a rumor I've heard, but I'm also just like, I think this is just Florida propaganda going at it. But Monroe Freeling is like the number 1 guy that I want, not named Cormani McClain. I think that's where I'm at with it. This staff recruits for a specific position and purpose, unlike Mullen just recruiting a bunch of athletes without. Yeah. Mullen just recruited Casey. He was like, hey, I'll just give you the ball in space and you'll make the plays for me and you'll make me look good. But that ain't gonna happen. Let's see. What else do we got here? Do you believe in the future Max Brown will be the starting quarterback over Stokes? I'll say this, Chris. I don't know who the starting QB will be. Obviously, in the future, anything could happen. But I will say that I'm bought in on both of them. And if you're new here, because I'm sorry, I don't recognize your name, Christopher. I feel like I've seen it before, but I don't recognize it to know if you're like a daily listener. But I will say I'm bought in on both Max Brown and Marcus Stokes, and I am not the type to just be like, I'm bought in on everybody. No, I'm not that guy. But I will say that Max Brown is someone that very much impressed me with his senior tape, because again, that's the issue with a lot of these recruiting rankings and recruiting sites, is that a lot of it's based off junior tape. Max Brown lit it up his senior year, had a historically productive senior year. I'm very bought in on him. I think he should have been at least a 4-star. I'm bought in on Max Brown. I'm bought in on the potential of Marcus Stokes. I recognize that he's got some time to work. But yeah, no, I'm bought in on both of these players. I'm a big fan of both of them. Um, I'm not upset if either one of them becomes a starter. I like them both, and I love what they can do. So I don't know if he will become a starter, Max Brown, but I do like him. I think Marcus Stokes has a higher ceiling, but Max Brown has a higher floor. Go Gators, damn right, Bernard. Go Gators. I would say Florida's main in-state competition is Miami recruiting now. Oh yeah, absolutely, Jason. It's Miami, Florida State. It's honestly, I think that Florida's main competition right now in recruiting is Miami. Like let's say just like Florida's level, whatever. Miami's their main competitor. UCF is right below Miami, and then Florida State's way low. And I think people need to stop overlooking UCF. UCF isn't a group of 5 school anymore. Yeah, this year they're going to be group of 5, but with the 2023 kids that they're committing now and that they're recruiting now, and the 2024 kids they're recruiting now, they're going to be playing in the Big 12. Like, this is not a group of 5 school anymore where we could just make fun of them for that. Like, this is a Power 5 school now. So treat them like it. And guess what? They're recruiting like it. They beat Florida for John Walker. They got DeMarcus Bowman from Florida after he left. They've been doing their thing. Treat UCF how they deserve to be treated. You can hate them, but be honest about it. That's my thing. I hate Miami. I can be honest, and I can compliment them when they do right things. Same thing with Georgia, Bama, Florida State, everybody. You can hate them, but be honest about it. Let's see. What else do we got? Throw some thumbs. Go Gators. Yes, sir. Thank you, Ed. Thank you. Throw them thumbs up, please, and subscribe. I care more about subscribing than like each individual video. Let's see. FSU fans should be mad they didn't hire Prime. Yep, they should be. Sunbelt Billy stuffing these big time recruiters who's boss. That's what I'm saying. Muscles and mascara. Oh, I dig that name. Hit the like button, guys. Yes, thank you, Eli. Let them know. Ernest Graham played. My nephew played for Sprayer and Zoo. P-Mac, who's your nephew? For 2024 class, what will be the main position focus? And then I see Alex at O-line at QB for 2024. I think it's got to be O-line. Absolutely. I think you have to go O-line. You have to always prioritize DB and receiver and QB. Florida's clearly putting in a lot of pressure on QB for 2024 with DJ Lagway and Davi Belfort being in play for a couple other guys. I think you need an edge rusher. I do. I think now that I think 2024 is going to be the year where Florida's like, okay, well, we need someone to step in. So they're going to have to put some pressure on edge rushers there. But it's always O-line, DB, receiver, QB along the front 4, I'll say, whether it's edge rusher, interior defensive lineman. I think you need to add some help there. Wayne Smith, oh my God, always talking about them Canes. We're talking about in-state competition. Why are you being such a crybaby about it, Wayne? Sudaman said, everybody hit that like button. Go, yes, please do. Thank you. Sean Yarko said, respect. I grew up in UCF's backyard and I've seen them grow as a program matters. But yeah, I mean, I feel like you're just I feel like you're just being a dummy if you're just like, UCF sucks, group of 5. Like, that's not the case anymore, baby boy. That's not the case anymore. No, they're a Power 5 school. Treat them like it. But also, go Gators all day, every day. UCF's going to be a problem soon. They will be. UF will put them in their place, hopefully. Do you believe Lorenzo Lingard will be the primary running back this year? Montreal getting the second back? I don't know, Christopher. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Naquan Wright guy. I do. I think Naquan Wright's just so good and so versatile that I think that I want to see him be the number 1 back. I love Lorenzo Lingard. I love Montrell Johnson. But I want to see Naquan do his thing. I think he just offers so much. I think he's a sound pass protector as well. So I think you have to kind of give him that respect there. Whether or not he'll get it, I don't know. I think this is going to be a class that that rotates quite a bit in the backfield. So there's that, but we'll see. What else is next? Churros is a pretty good flavor. It is. Shake, they send us like every flavor. And yeah, churros slaps for sure. PMax said Aaron Walker. Oh, okay, tight end. All right, yeah. He played a fantastic position. So yeah, tight end, if you don't know, is my second favorite position on offense, or first, we'll see. Yeah, no, Aaron Walker was that dude. Thanks for coming in, PMac. Appreciate that. Love that. Yeah, Aaron Walker was that dude. Tight end greatness over there. What else do we got? My bet is Lindsay will be the starter. He might be. Again, I don't know who's going to be starting, but I do know that pretty much everybody will rotate in. I'm really excited to see Arlo Sportingham. I am as well. I don't know how much we'll see him early on, but honestly, every tight end that brought in for this class, or the 3 ranked tight ends that are scholarship players, I love them. Arlo Sportingham, Hayden Hansen, and Tony Livingston when he gets on campus in likely December. Looking forward to all of it. What are your thoughts on Florida needing a big, wide space leader in the middle of the D-line? Eli, I don't think that's not something I'm concerned about, just based on Desmond Watson being that guy and Sean Spencer going, we don't want him to be just a 2-gap big dude. Like, we want him to be able to do a lot of things. So I'm not super worried about Florida needing to add that. Especially because when you're playing this a defense, you're going to have 3 pretty big dudes on the defensive line. So it's like you kind of just need to at least eat up space and do your job. But also, if you eat up space and they double team you or whatever it is, like, linebackers need to be flying to the ball. That's we're going to break down this defense more. I've been working on a lot with it. Orion said, man, and also, by the way, I'm going to like finish this chat, and then I'm going to head out, and we're going to have a bonus episode drops at 5 about basketball. We have a bonus episode dropping at 5 about basketball. We have an episode tomorrow morning still coming out. So we got a ton of Gators content for you. Just know that. Like, there's a ton of Locked On Gators content. I haven't been this excited for Florida football in a long, long time. The energy and momentum the Gators are building is undeniable. You know, our competition is sweating right now. We back. Yeah, all right. I tweeted about it. I think it was last night. I was just like, I do not remember the last time it's felt this good to be a Florida Gators fan. It's incredible. Like, it's new and it's awesome. I love it. I'm glad that we're back to this level. You think we land another linebacker in this class? What's our best flip opportunities at this point? I think the best flip opportunity is Lucas Simmons, the offensive lineman from Florida State. I think Florida will land another linebacker. I'm just not sure who it's going to be or when it's going to happen. I think that's going to be one of the later spots that Florida adds, just because you're kind of running out of scholarship spots, and there's still a lot of things that you need. Like, you need another linebacker. You need 2 offensive linemen. You got Cormani you're pushing for. You got Dijon Johnson you're pushing for. I think that a linebacker will come, but I'm not sure at what point it will come. Because don't forget also, linebackers, most of the time you have 2 off-ball linebackers on the field. So you have 2 off-ball linebackers on the field. So you don't need to get a ton of these guys every year. So yeah, Chris Cormani still 100% Florida. I don't know. Because it seemed like forever we've been like, hey, Cormani's going to be a Gator. And it hasn't happened yet. He's taken his time, clearly. So we'll see what happens with it. But right now, I think he's going to become a Gator. Like, if he were to commit today, I think it's going to be a Gator. Let's see. I remember going to UCF games when I was living in Orlando, and a lot of USF games. Yep. The Swamp, when UF plays Utah, will be rocking very hard. Also, I don't know, whoever's going to be there for the Utah game, like, let me know. Also, September 1st and 2nd, I'm going to be at September 1st and 2nd, I'll be at the Social at Midtown in Gainesville doing live shows, 7 p.m. on September 1st, 5:30 p.m. September 2nd. Do I believe the hype for AR? I think I put money on the I'll put money on the fact that he's a final. I'll put money on him being a finalist. I'm not going to put money on him winning the Heisman. I don't think I will. Or if I do, I'll put very little. Salted caramel, what do you think? I love caramel anything. So yes, I will say I'm in on salted caramel. Appreciate the insight, Big Homie. Thanks, Eli. I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you being active. Gators just need to have a decent season for Napier. Yeah, that's what Gators need to win 8 games, 7 or 8 games, and you're gonna be like, okay, well, they did what they were supposed to do, and they killed at recruiting. So, like, recruits are gonna buy in. I was hoping for Malik Bryant. I know, Chris. I was praying for Malik Bryant to be a Gator. He's such a good scheme fit for this defense. It's great to be hated again. Right? Football's fun when Florida's hated. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like zooming through these because I gotta get out of here. So I'm just zooming through these right now. Webb going crazy. Yeah. Webb's doing his thing. All-time favorite Gator, Tim Tebow. Easily. Tim Tebow is all-time favorite Gator, and then Percy Harvin. And then probably Joe Hayden. Just that time is just like that time is when I started getting into like the in-depth football stuff, and I just loved it so much. Especially because that coaching staff did such a good job, so it was easy to love them. Let's see what else you got. What about Jordan Hall and Parker? I don't know. I think Parker is more likely if Florida reaffirms the offer for him, but we'll see. Dominic said Alex be hot. I want to river dance. River dance then, Dom. Go do it. Go do it. Ain't gonna lie, I want Xavier McLeod in the class. Maybe. Hated, I got called it. That's just stupidity. I'll let you know that. Jason, I honestly don't remember, but hopefully this year if Aiden gets that boost. But thank you all for making Locked On Gators your first listen of the day, for tuning in on these live chats. I love them so much. So I love that. And I see the chat still going off. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, doing whatever it is that you do. That helps me do this, what I do. Check out the Locked On Gators Discord. The link is in the description. And yeah, thank you all. Don't forget, we got a bonus episode coming out at 5 p.m. about basketball, if you're a basketball fan. And then tomorrow morning, we've got Locked On Gators. We're going to kind of recap this weekend, talk about what's next for Florida recruiting-wise. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Seriously, I cannot express how much I appreciate this. Love you. Thank you. And have a fantastic rest of the Sunday. And if there's another commit, I will be going live. So we'll see about that one. Thank you so much.